Hey, so here's a question for you. Do you remember back in the days of yore when Canadians were considered to be the politest people in the world except for whenever they were playing hockey? It was a stereotype so well known that we all made jokes about it. Now, don't pretend you didn't. We know they were so nice. There were even movies about it, such as the 1995 John Candy movie Canadian Bacon. Well, I don't know if the people themselves have collectively kept their Dudley Do-Right demeanor, their do no harm and practice charm, their meek and mild manneristic milieu, but I know their legal system sure as hell hasn't. In the province of Quebec, pronounced Quebec, for all of those you still think French is a relevant language, a father has been barred from seeing his 12-year-old child by a judge with the distinctly francophilic name of Jean-Sébastien Valancourt, who sounds like he just stepped out from under the Eiffel Tower while eating a baguette, smoking a cigarette, and painting a landscape portrait all at the same time. Now, the father was asking for an extra day with his child over the holidays, not an uncommon thing to ask for, and when the mother said no, it ended up in Canadian court, whereupon this deleterious douchebag decided to go the full Monty and ban him from seeing the child altogether because he doesn't have the blah blah. But there's more. Guess what the judge used to determine that his ruling was a good idea? He used the man's Facebook posts about the blah blah, which spoke of his reservations about the blah blah. In fact, this dude claimed that despite said reservations, he was still acting in accordance with the law and mostly staying in his house. And those laws, by the way, listen, folks, we got it good in this country. We really do, at least for now, compared to the hosers from the north. As of this month, residents in Quebec will be forced to show their proof of blah blah in order to buy liquor and cannabis, and soon they're going to need it to enter non-essential businesses such as personal care service retailers. In other words, if you don't want to get the jab, you may as well just brick your own ass up in your house and hope that someone will be willing to throw some food down the chimney once in a while. Now, back to the story. This man is now facing the prospect of not being able to see his child at all because of something he believes. And by the way, the child is blah blah'd. So I don't know what in the ever-loving hell is wrong with these people. I realize that this is outside the purview of an American justice way of thinking of things, again, at least for now, but how different can Canadian law really be when it comes to the most fundamental of things, which is a parent's relationship with his child? Folks, if this isn't a stern wake-up call, I don't know what is, because if the left can worm its way so far into Canadian politics that it's able to pull a piece of crap move like this, then they certainly can do it here, and they will. Mark my words. It won't be long before you're hearing stories like this on our end of the border. Maybe it won't happen with COVID because Omicron seems like it's raining on their tyrannical parade a little bit, but it will be with something. It will be. Do not believe that the leftist agenda will just wash down the gutter along with the rabid fear of COVID once it dies down. They're after your kids because they're after their hearts and minds, which means you have to get their hearts and minds first. It's not a choice, folks. It's your job.